I had that time this morning. It was a beautiful morning, so I came to church early and I decided to do a quick video on the Holocaust Museum here in Bucharest. It seems plain in the outside, but it's a representation of just the death chambers that the Jews went through. One of the first things that you quickly see is this huge iron tower. I wonder what it was, and I came through the site, and it says memorial column. Each side of the column contains a single Hebrew letter, which taken together spell the word sakor, which is remember. It was pretty cool. Where it's like, okay, I almost wish it was taller so others to remember, but no, I think it's pretty cool because it's one of the first things that you see. The other thing is the steps. I wondered for a long time as I walked through, because this is the path I normally take to church on Sunday. And it's like, okay, what is this? What is this supposed to represent? And I decided to read the plaque about it, and I think that's what prompted me to do this video very quickly. I'm like, okay, not sure. And this was hard. So it says, during the Holocaust in Romania, freight rail cars were used to transport Jews and Roma, which are gypsies, you could think of them, to their deaths. Many Jews from Bucovina and half of the Roma from the Old Kingdom were deported to Transnistria by train. In Ashi, 2 death trains left in 1941 for Kalarashi and Bodu, Iloile, and carried 4,432 Jews, of whom 2,594 perished. All Jews in northern Transylvania were deported by train in Auschwitz. So now this memorial just gives a different meaning. This representation where it's like, wow, now I do see the railroad tracks, and just imagining the trains just taking the Jews and the Roma to the deaths. It's just, I don't know, crazy. I read the plaque, and I think that's what got me doing this video, like I said. And here's another one. The Roma wheel evokes the Romanian Indian heritage. The 16th spoken wheel adorns the Roman flag and symbolizes travel and fire. So here, we classify them as gypsies, but really they're Roma. They have their own culture. They even have their own government, their own police, which could be a good thing and a bad thing, because if they, the prejudice is that they're looking for themselves, out for themselves, and that they curse you and all of these stuffs that normally gypsies have, you have in mind. This is another one. I have seen this one before because this was very curious for me. So it's rocks, huge rocks, just placed here. And this one was hard as well, like all the other ones, but I think this one I was curious enough to read a while ago. So it says, in many towns and villages, Jews were murdered and buried in mass graves. To this day, these graves remain unmarked and forgotten. So many of them are classified. The ones that they found had huge rocks on top of them. So this is the representation of those mass graves that were only found because of these huge rock formations. And then this is another one. I think you could kind of see it, the shadow of it, and guess what it is. But I'll read the description. The Star of David is the symbol most commonly associated with Judaism and the Jewish people. The Nazis and their allies marked the Jews with the yellow Star of David as a way to separate them from the rest of the population and to target them for persecution. So these were the five, I think the five representations of that time for Romania. So just wanted to share that with you. I'll try my best to go to it. It's not that I like, but I think I like history, so I like seeing the representation of huge events through the eyes of other countries, and just see how they've been able to get through it, and how they've been able to continue on when they know they've done this to their countries. Not as judgment, but just like how have they been able to overcome these prejudice. I know for the Roma people, the prejudice is still there. So it's just learning more about it. Why is it different? And just learn to do better for the future. So yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm heading to church. I wanted to share this with you. Hope you have a great day. Bye.